Hi, I'm Jim, and this is the Immunify project. In this video, I will outline two things. Number one, 5 rules from a billionaire named Rick Rule, and number two, some advice personally. Number one from Rick Rule, conveniently, the notes I took, he had 5 rules for us. Number one, invest in yourself and make yourself always irreplaceable to your customer. Now, your customer, if you have a job, is your employer or some internal department. But if you're on your own, your customer is the one who pays your bills directly. So invest in yourself enough that you become absolutely irreplaceable to your customer. Rule number two, save some money. Now, this may be counterintuitive because you're looking at maybe 125 basis points, 0.25 in savings rate of return at your bank. And you might be measuring that against the 5.5% inflation rate. Obviously, it's a lose situation, but you want to maintain some liquidity. Those who do will be able to take advantage of all of the assets that come on sale in a crash. Point number 3, have some of your assets in gold and silver so that when the fiat currencies do inflate, they will offset. You have a few gold and silver coins, they'll be able to purchase what your dollars no longer can. Point number 4 is invest, if you can afford it, a small portion of your assets into speculation, where some kind of an asset class that is out of favor and where you think you might get a 10 to 1 or a 15 to 1 return. Rick Rule mentioned humbly, and he's a billionaire, that one time he doubled his net worth with only 5% of his assets. Think about that for a moment. But never invest more in a speculation than you can afford to lose half of. That's his rule. And rule number 5 is stay positive. If you're like me, you listen to a lot of news, and there's a lot that can get you down. A lot of isms that are influencing our lives and our society, and a lot of negative things we could focus on. Need to be aware of those. Be aware so you're not surprised, you're not shocked when things happen. That's so critical. But you've got to stay positive through all of it. And remember the 5 rules. If you do that, especially rule number 1, always being investing in yourself, that's the most important one. You do that and stay not only relevant, but become irreplaceable to your customers. That will help you ride any wave and get through any adversity. And finally, that's Rick Rule's 5 rules. And finally, my experience, I left corporate America where I had a Fortune 100 career, and then I helped co-found a software company that is now on the Inc. 500. I've been there and done a few things in corporate world, always wanted to do something on my own. But I always lacked a few skills that I needed to really pull it off. I have found the resources I need to teach me those skills and to provide me what I needed to fill in a few gaps. If you want to borrow from some of my experience, I've got resources here on my website. You can take a look at that at immunifi.com, and I welcome you aboard. Whatever direction your feet take you in, I hope you thrive. Take care.